Gracie, any news from home?
Yes, I got a letter from my little niece Jean.
What did she say?
She didn't say anything. She didn't phone. It was a letter, and she wrote it.
I mean, what did she write?
It's summer again, and my family's putting on a backyard circus, just like we did when I was a kid.
Every summer, you kids used to put on your own circus.
Yes. Of course, admission was free, but that was only for people who could afford it.
Well, that's because we're living in a democracy.
Oh, yes, isn't it nice? Anyway, my cousin Barney was the sword swallower, and what a performance he put on. The kids would cheer when he put a sword 4 feet long down his throat.
Could Barney really swallow a sword?
Oh, George, don't be silly. It was a trick. You know the scabbard that the sword fits into?
Yeah.
Well, before the show, he would stick that down his throat.
I see.
Then when he slipped the sword into it, everybody thought he was swallowing it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a shame to fool the public like that.
But the admission was free.
Oh, I forgot.
And Uncle Otis was the strong man. He'd come out in a leopard skin and put big nails in his mouth and twist them between his teeth until they'd bend.
That's quite a trick.
Yes, but he looked pretty ridiculous walking around with all those bent teeth.
Well, they'd come in handy if you ever happen to get a crooked ear of corn.
Oh, you live and learn. And Aunt Gertrude was the snake charmer.
Aunt Gertrude, the one who's so nearsighted?
Yes. She had a little snake, and she was supposed to put it in a basket and then blow on a flute until the snake stuck its head up. And what do you suppose happened on Saturday afternoon?
She put the flute in the basket and blew in the snake.
Wasn't that awful?
That must have upset her.
Oh, George, it wasn't a real snake. It was just a few worms tied together.
Well, that's better. Who else was in the sideshow?
One of the big hits was Uncle Harvey and Aunt Clara.
What was their act?
Half man, half woman.
But did you have 2 halves left over?
Oh, no, they both got into one costume.
Oh, now I get the picture.
George, it wasn't a picture. They did it in person.
What was your part in the circus?
I was a lion tamer.
You were the lion tamer.
Of course, I just used our house cat. For 2 weeks before the circus, I taught her all kinds of tricks. To sit on a pedestal, to roll over, to play dead.
Sounds like a pretty smart cat.
Oh, yes, but when she got in front of the audience, she forgot all her tricks and just had kittens.
That must have caused a sensation.
Oh, it did, but what good was it? The silly cat wouldn't do it again for the second performance.
Say goodnight, Gracie.
Good night, Gracie.